a guy that a year behind me would go and watch these guys in awe, and we decided to start doing some of these shows, and it was a young kid named Garth Brooks. So I started doing stuff with him. So I'm going to tell you this story. So about 5 years down the road, I actually ended up with a degree and accidentally passed the CPA exam. And I got a call from a recruiter, said, "Hey, would you like to work in Nashville?" I said, "Sure." So I set up an interview. This company has an office, a high-rise office at the end of Music Row. This would be great. I go, and then they take me. I'm in my best suit and tie. I'm on my best behavior, trying to watch all my table manners. These two guys in suits, they're carefully interviewing me. And we're at a place called the Longhorn Cafe. Longhorn Saloon. It literally was a saloon. Had stuffed animals all around the place, and we were ordering a steak, and it was a late lunch. It was about 1 or 1:30. And I'm sitting at a table with these guys, putting on. I did not want them to know I had anything to do with music, because I was hoping they were going to just give me a full reload package and everything, and which they did. And it allowed me to move to Nashville. And the table right across from me, there's a guy in a baseball cap, and his mouth's wide open, and his eyes are like this big around looking at me. And I'm thinking, oh, hell. This is somebody I knew from Stillwater, and it was Garth. And he gets up and he slowly walks to the table, and he goes, "What the hell are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I'm trying to get a job." And he says, "Well, we need more Stillwater people here." And I introduced him to these guys, and he never let on that I had anything to do with music. So I think he kind of knew what was going on. And the next month, he came out with his first single, and everything took off from there. And so we would go and have lunch there about once every other month, and drink a beer, eat a bowl of chili, and eat a sandwich at the Longhorn Saloon until Friends in Low Places came out, and then he could not go out in the public anymore. But so anyway, getting back to my story, Randy Pease was a friend of the guy that Garth and I both looked up to, and a songwriter, and he wrote this song about baseball. Ironically, we were just talking about baseball at the table a while ago, and he asked me to come play mandolin on his recording of it, and I did, and I fell in love with this song, and I haven't done it much. I don't know if any of you've heard me do it. So I recorded it with a band called Bonham Review about a year ago, and it's not so much that it's about baseball, it's about anything, and to me it kind of identifies with what Michael and Ron and I, and our passion for this place and for the music. And so even though the song's about baseball, to me it's about your passion and your struggles with hanging on to it. My name is Eddie Roberts. I'm a starting pitcher for the Winston-Salem Warthogs, the Carolina League. 34 years old. My playing days are numbered. I can't control my curveball, and my fastball's lost some speed. I've been knocking around the minors since I left high school. I signed my first pro contract on my 17th birthday. Burlington to Birmingham, Charlotte I have traveled, but the White Sox never called, and I stalled in AAA. I love this game. I love this game. Maybe I should quit, but it's a hard thing to admit. God, I love this game. I won 14 games last year. was on my way, but I hurt my arm in Lynchburg. They said it was a pinched nerve, and I swear that ever since, sir, I ain't never been the same. I love this game. I love this game. Maybe I should quit, but it's a hard thing to admit. God, I love this game. Maybe I should quit, but it's a hard thing to admit. God, I love this game. Name is Eddie Roberts. I'm a starting pitcher for the Winston-Salem Warthogs, Carolina League. But I wanted to write a song. I've loved Hank Williams since as far back as I can remember. At 4 years old, I remember hearing "Hey Good Looking," and I was hooked from then on. And so I wanted to write a song about Hank, but I didn't want it to be like every other song you've heard about Hank. In fact, I didn't even want it to mention Hank. So this is a song about Hank. Beyond the sunset, he watched him ride. Gene, Roy, and Tex every Saturday night. The pale horse and rider slowly passed him by, left him alone and forsaken, so lonesome he could cry. He loved to sing in cowboys who traveled the land. He dreamed of being a drifting cowboy man. Shining shoes and selling peanuts in the cold heat and rain, saving up nickels and dimes to hang out with old man Payne. He'd sing with Rufus till the blues came around. You know he was born to sing with that high, lonesome sound. He played the schools and bars across the southern land, living a life of a drifting cowboy man, with a treasure of heartaches and some old sacred songs, and a hard-headed woman to push him along to the greatest hillbilly stage in the land, where his mourning left him standing again and again. Again and again, again and again. But it was lonely at the top for this drifting cowboy man. hoping to get back to that mother church again. And on the lost highway it all came to an end. The life of Luke, the drifting cowboy man. Yeah, old Luke the drifter, he was a rambling man. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.